When children are involved in events that can be dangerous, either directly or indirectly, they often react with symptoms such as fear, helplessness, anxiety, and often those will subside, but sometimes they don't and can develop into something called post-traumatic stress disorder. Common causes of traumatic stress in children include physical and sexual abuse and domestic violence, but can also include things like bullying, car accidents, natural disasters such as earthquakes or tornadoes. A child can be traumatized by directly experiencing these things, but we also have come to know that simply witnessing these things or even hearing about it from another person can create a traumatic stress reaction in a child.
It was brought in to give us more resources to deal with children who have been exposed to trauma and violence, not only as victims, as witnesses to such things as domestic violence, sometimes the incarceration of a parent, anything where a child has experienced anything that could potentially be traumatizing. We can make these referrals to the Child Response Initiative, and then we have a liaison for every district, and that liaison then reaches out to the proper resources within the community.
Once a patrol officer responds to a call that they think would be a CRI appropriate referral, they can talk with the family and just let them know a little bit about CRI. We also have cards that we ask the officers give the family that they're going to make a referral for, so that the family just has a point of reference, and it also has our contact information on it. So it gives them a little bit of information about us as well as our phone number in case they want to call us before we call them. The officer can then fill out a referral form, either once they get back to the substation or in their car. They can email it to the advocate. Part of that referral form is giving us a caregiver's name, a good contact number for that caregiver, and if it's a domestic violence situation, making sure that that's a safe line, meaning that that phone number is only for that victim so that we're not calling the abuser. And then also letting us know a little bit about the children involved, letting us know their names and mainly their ages, just to give us an idea of who we're going to be talking to. And those referrals can be for official incidents where an incident report is written up, or they can just be a call that you responded to that there wasn't any charges made, but that you just feel like the family might benefit from our services.
There are 4 core messages that law enforcement officers should know. First, all children are affected by violence, however, each child reacts in a very different way. Second, children living in violent homes often have very complicated feelings about their parents. So that might be sometimes why you're wondering, why is this child supporting this situation when there's domestic violence in the home? Third, children often worry that they're responsible for the violence in their homes. And fourth, and perhaps the most important in relation to law enforcement, police officers matter to kids.
This program is grant funded, and grants are run by numbers, so it's very important. If you think, it's kind of like a case report. If you have to think about it, fill it out. If you have to think, should I do CRI on this case, you just answered your own question. So let them sort it out and find out if it's something they can or cannot deal with. The time it takes to do this is minimal. The results can really benefit everyone, including the police department, in the long run, if we can keep these children from having to continuously go through the system. And it's not only small children. We've even had situations where if a child is arrested for shoplifting, a juvenile is arrested for shoplifting, fill out a CRI form. There could be resources, counseling, things that we can catch these issues with these kids before they get too big. And no situation is too small or too big for CRI. If there's a child involved, go ahead and fill the form out, and let's let them see what they can do to help resolve these matters. If you would like additional information as to how law enforcement can be a key part of the solution, visit the National Child Traumatic Stress Network at this link.
Or please contact one of our CRI advocates, and we would be happy to provide additional information at 336-451-5146.
Together, we can work towards safety and wellness for our children, our families, and our communities.